So in a previous video I mentioned that I used the IS-6 to grind out most of the Soviet tech tree, and whoops. So one of my viewers called me out and asked me to take out the IS-4 or the IS-3. I happen to have both of them because I ground through them to get to the T-10M, which is a delightful tank to play, even stock. And these, back in the day when I first started playing War Thunder, were at the absolute top tier. People understood them to be a monster. And I remember watching Baron Von Games. Oh, how I wish he was still making War Thunder videos. But he's in more lucrative business now, tightly in the pocket of EA. But I digress. I miss you, Baron. I remember watching one of his games in the IS-4, and he was just racking up the kills, and the American and German tanks that were facing him, they had no idea how to take him down. They were bouncing off of his side armor. This is before people understood that just below the torsion bars in the suspension, the armor is only like, I want to say 30 millimeters thick and not sharply angled. You can easily get an APHE round in the lower side armor of the tank. And the turret is a huge shot trap. It has a massive area, proportionately speaking, where you can bounce around down into the front of the tank. And again, with an APHE round from, say, the Panther II at 7.0, oh my gosh, could you imagine the mouse at 7.7? They can drop around easily down through the front of the turret, and you'll see that happen to me quite a few times in this video. So, suffice to say, no, don't do it again. All you people here are in grave danger. So come on, Russian tanks, through the skies they fly. Stellinium is the reason why. But they fly so high, you know that it's true. Soviet tanks, not the best in mobility. When we're talking heavies, they kinda suck. But the cannon is not to mess with. Armor in the front is really thick. Decent sloping. So tank, be aggressive. Don't worry, comrade. Stalin will reload cannon. Reload rate is intentionally slow. Gives enemies time to pray. Okay, I'll stop. So, highlights. Just, You'll see what I'm talking about here. These tanks are actually stock, so I don't have repair kit, I don't have FPE, I don't have increased turret rotation, I don't have any of the accuracy upgrades. I have nothing. So some tanks fare well, fare thee well. Some tanks fare well when they're stock, and others very much do not. I say nays. So, I'll show you some highlights and you'll see what I'm talking about. Oh, look at me, German armor's not efficient at this tier. Oh, I guess it kind of is. But they don't have the survivability now. Or maybe they do. But they lack the stopping power to effectively deal from the front with Russian heavy tanks. And also, your accent is terrible. You see what I'm talking about here? Shot through the trap, and you're to blame. And we're just arriving at the cap point in the middle. This is where I like to push when I'm in a heavy, and we fire on the move, even pretty much, and take out that, what is that, a Centurion, one of those British mediums, and Cent Mark 10, I think. And then we see this guy around the corner. Can we get the shot? Yes. Yes, we can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. You guys ever seen The Nutty Professor? Classic. I'm talking, of course, about the Eddie Murphy remake of The Nutty Professor, because older folks will remember the other movie. But I digress. It was yeah, it was. So The IS-4, IS-3, solid tanks for a bygone era. It's like a guy who shows up in a suit of armor to a gunfight. If you get in the enemy's face, well, between intimidation and better than nothing protection, well, you can sometimes win the day. But once all is said and done, you'll see armies equipped with mobile tanks with adequate ammunition and guns, more than you'll see heavyweight monsters lumbering, intimidating, but ultimately outdated beasts of the battlefield, like the Plains Buffalo. They were simply caught behind the times, and were not long to survive. Can we get one more kill? This one shot, a snapshot goes into his engine compartment. That's not going to be sufficient. Time to hug some face. Can we do it? Come on. Hugs and kisses from oh, you have. Damn it, cannon breach. This is unsportsmanlike behavior. We were supposed to sumo, and you kicked me right in my... Well, this is Youthbuster's channel. You kicked me in an unpleasant place. Now we will bury you. Can we crush his tank? Can we crush him with superior Stalin ability? Signs point to maybe later. Now again, if we had parts, we would be repairing, and we look at us. This is just cinematic, isn't it? Watching this AA bounce off of the back of our tank. The rear armor on the IS-4 is actually rather good. Even that flat part that you see there is rather beefy. Beefy, yes. Now he doesn't know, apparently, about our 30mm side armor, otherwise he'd be able to punch rounds down into the floor of our tank. And this Centurion the Conqueror, one of the... I'm not up on the British tanks. That's another tech tree that I haven't flushed out. Most of my research has been... I mean, look at these beautiful shots I could get into, and if I could just... Ooh. We got nothing. If I could just repair my cannon breach. Please, build no potato, we need cannon breach. Commissar says, potatoes in short supply, provide your own new cannon breach. So we're just not able to fabricable a repair for our tank, because stock. So this would have been at least one more kill we would have gotten here. We had plenty of time to repair the breach, but 'twas not to be. And of course the whole time I was calling for my team to take this guy down, because I had immobilized him, and I get the feeling that maybe he doesn't have a repair kit either. So I'm retreating back to the cap circle because I can move, and as soon as I'm able to, my plan is to repair the tank. Look at this. Look at this ridiculous happening. Look at this thing that's happening right now. So our next goal, repair the tank, go back to that British whatever it is, and go get some justice. Justice. No parents. Parents. Lego Movie featuring Batman. Great movie. If you guys haven't seen the Lego Movie, I absolutely love it. There's the Lego Batman movie came out recently, and that was pretty good, but I like the original Lego movie, and my wife likes that too. Anyway, that is neither here nor there when it comes to what's happening in this match. So basically, we weren't able to get that kill, but we harvested one for our team. We were a helping hand, you might say. And let's see, is there really going to be much else in the match after this? Let's take a look. Nah, nothing really happened, but we did survive the match and got a good place in our team, so not bad. Again, this is not a bad tank, it's just not really able to excel unless it's in really good circumstances. Leopard 1, we have two options here. Donk our shot on the move, or carefully aim, hope he bounces, and get that gravy. So, this is not a bad tank by any means. Am I good with this tank? Yeah, average at best. But this is stock, and You know, I've talked about the stock grind, and I've talked about how effectively it's countered by the enemy, but, well, all in all, it's not a terrible tank, even if you're new to it. It's just not one that's able to excel. It's sort of stuck in the middle. Stuck in the middle with you. So we decide to fly out the Stalin Bolt to do a quick bombing run, and behold, an enemy Focke-Wulf. Sorry, video's a bit jumpy there. Now, comrade, pay attention and see what strong Stalinian propeller can do for landed aircraft. We will bury them in 50 caliber ammunition. Hoorah! So, nothing need be explained at this point. He is running from us, trying to get some distance, but he doesn't have the energy to outrun us. He drops his bomb, hoping to splash us with the damage, but we're sly to his technique, and we get the kill, but just for fun, we shred his airplane to pieces. I really love those 8 wing-mounted 50 cals and the massive amount of ammunition you get for them. Now, I did overheat a few of my guns doing that, but I wanted to have some fun, and I did indeed have some fun. Alright, let's take a look at what happened next. It's the Google Blitz! Google Blitz, Google Blitz, Now this is a tricky part of the map. There's always someone hiding behind that monument, and Panther 2, before I can share the love with him, he peeks back behind the obelisk, and wow, did he really? Look at this shot. This is the issue with Russian heavies. They're countered so effectively by the people who've been facing them for ages. How does the IS-4 perform when it's in its element? Where is its element? Right in the face of the enemy. The closer, the better. If you can— oh! Well! Hello, friend! Care to face hug? I will give you hugs and kisses from Papa Stalin! And you see, he just doesn't have the maneuverability to get away, so he knows what to do. It's sumo time. Itsumo sumo wa desu. So, itsumo demo sumo shobu! We got him! And just the random Japanese, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I don't know what sumo actually say other than ooh! Wait, that's no theater. Okay, I have no idea what sumo say. But they throw salt. Is that assault? And our assault on the enemy team is being brought to a close by the new meta that is reasonably mobile tanks with fast firing guns. When you can slice through the armor of enemy heavies, well, there's really no reason to go for anything else, and historically, this was the real doom for the IS series of tanks. When cannons could shred through their armor anyway, it became all about mobility. Alright, moving on. Oh, here's a good one. AD versus the P-47. Old bias versus new bias. So, there, yeah, we get a good look at him. Those curt wings, that distinct engine sound. He should be able to outperform us here, but for some reason he decides to turn with us and let us drop in on his 6, so we waste no time in unloading, and my lead is a bit off with these guns. We should have had him there, but we set a fire and pull away. It's difficult to survive a fire in an AD, and he was not able to. So now we see a jet coming in, and I didn't identify what jet that was. If I knew who this guy was, maybe my strategy would have been slightly different because we're facing a Venom, but he's turning with us, and if a jet decides to turn with you and you're in a prop, by gum, just go for it, because that's the best chance you have. He's going to outspeed me as soon as he gets in a straight line. Now, at this point I lose him, so I'm just using my ears to try and hear where he is, and it's hard to search the skies for him. And again, this is something that you encounter in tank RB, but not in air RB. Markerless gameplay. So he takes us down, harvests a quick kill from us, but we feel pretty accomplished. We were punching above our weight, taking out that Douglas attacker. Alright, moving on. Papa Stalin's mobile gulag reporting. So, Papa Stalin. Sorry, I just have too much fun with myself. And it is, you know, by myself here at this point. Our team has gotten shredded to pieces, and the only people that are still alive are the ones that are lingering near the spawn point. But I'm not the kind of person to sit there and linger. I'm such a fool for you. Do you have to let it linger? Yeah, we were surrounded, and we just absorbed tons of love from the allied team there, and there was really nothing we could do. And that about wraps it up for today. All in all, the IS-4, a fun tank to play, but it's been passed, it's been left in the dust by the new way to play War Thunder, and that's with mobility and accurate rounds. Good for long-range engagements or close. It's just, well, it's not the beast it used to be. Well, guys, catch you later. Bye-bye.
был, упаду на траву, гляну в ясное небо и пойму, что живу. Небо в колокол грянет и польет проливной. Я бегу в свое детство, летний дождик за мной, за мной. Мы живем на отцовской земле, внуки сварога, славные дети. И летит на крылатом коне Русь далекие тысячелетия. И летит на крылатом коне Русь далекие тысячелетия. Это поле пахали селянина сыны, землю потом мешали от войны до войны. Войн было немало, выпадало сынам, землю кровью мешали, чтобы вольно жить нам. Мы живем на отцовской земле, внуки сварога, славные дети. И летит на крылатом коне Русь далекие тысячелетия. Мы живем на отцовской земле, наши дети, славянские дети. И летит на крылатом коне Русь далекие тысячелетия. И летит на крылатом коне Русь далекие тысячелетия. Как давно я здесь не был, упаду на траву, гляну в ясное небо и пойму, что живу. Небо в колокол грянет, мы живем на отцовской земле, внуки сварога, славные дети. И летит на крыло